chair yoga class. Hopefully giving like a view like you'd be in class. We're gonna take big breaths in. Exhale, hands come together. Comfortable seated position. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands come together. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands come together. Inhale, up. And on this one, we're going to reach out with our nice tight core. Belly button is into the spine. Feel free at this point to hover off of your chair, lifting, just coming right above, really engaging that core. Hold here for 3 breaths. And then if you're hovering, returning to the chair, belly button is in tight, coming together. We're gonna come all the way up, inhale. One more of those, reaching out, 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 out. Core is tight, hovering if you want to. 3 breaths here. And we're going to continue that forward fold, coming down, letting those arms be heavy, head is heavy. Slowly, we're going to just drift right side, left side. Arms are kind of hanging down like a rag doll. Go ahead and join those opposite elbows and start to make a little figure 8 from one leg to the other leg. And now we're going to slowly come up, dipping our elbows from side to side. Core is tight. Coming all the way up. Here we go. Big breath up. Let's bring those hands together, center, heart center. Bringing those feet together, knees together, edge of our chair. Nice tall spine. We're going to twist and look over to our right. As we forward fold with a straight spine, taking that elbow to knee, either knee connection. If you're hovering and you've got that elbow on the knee, think about those hands coming to the center of your chest. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. And returning to the chair if you're hovering. Lifting up, belly button to spine. Core is the first thing to engage. Coming back to center. And now we're going over to the left side. Forward fold. Elbows coming down towards your knee. If you make that connection, go ahead and use that to press your palms against each other. Thinking about your hands getting to the center of your chest. 3 breaths here. Option to hover. Core is in tight. Constricting the back of that throat for that audible breath. And returning back down. Facing the left still as we come up. Coming back to center. Hands come down by our sides. Big breath up. Again, reaching out and forward, up toward the sky. You can hover. Inhale. 3 breaths here. And continue down toward the ground. Head is heavy, arms are heavy. As we come up this time, alternate, reaching a little farther with our right hand and a little farther with our left hand. Just warming up that lower spine as we come up. Big breath up. Feet are together, knees are together. Coming center. We're going to turn again to our right side. Forward fold over. Core is tight. hovering off our chair. Second set, option, open up those arms. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Returning to the chair. There's downward facing dog for you. And pulling back up. Coming back to center. We're going to turn over to the left side. Forward fold. Elbow to knee. Option to hover. Floating over your dog. 3 breaths. Option to open up those arms on this second set. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Returning back to the chair. Palms come together. Core is in tight. Belly button to spine is the first thing to move. Are you trying to get under the bed, Shosho? Coming back to center. Arms come down by our sides here. DJ was asleep. So. Inhale, up. Hands come to heart center. We're going to rotate over toward the right again. And remember, feel free to hover here. Hands come to the center of the chest. Third set, opening up. Option, rotate that top hand toward the left and drop that hand below onto our lower back. 3 breaths here. Inhale. And reversing out of there. Hand comes up, rotates around, palms come to meet each other, and we're going to push back up. Core is tight. Coming back to the front. Nice, long, straight spine, twisting, facing the left side, forward fold over, making that connection, get deeper in the twist, option to hover, option to open up those arms, nice big stretch, rotating that left hand toward the right side, bringing it behind the lower back. And bringing that left hand up, rotate it back around, hands coming together, return to the chair if you were hovering, lifting back up, coming center, hands down by our sides. Shake it out. Inhale up. Let's go ahead and come to a T shape. Right arm over left. Big hug. Pressing those shoulders down and elbows up and away. Backs of the hands together. Eagle pose. Or stay in your hug. We're going to reach out and over. Core is tight. Flat back. Feel free to hover off your chair. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And returning back to our chair, lifting up. We're going to keep those fingertips going up toward the ceiling. Small arch back, but only if you can control that in your core and you are not feeling that in your lower back. Hold wherever that is, that spot for you. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Belly button to spine. That's the first thing that should be moving here. Make sure you're using your core, not your lower back. Coming up to a seated position. Turning to the right. Forward fold. If your elbows make that connection with your leg, feel free to hover. 3 breaths here. Eagle pose with arms. Returning to the chair. If you were hovering, lifting up, belly button to spine. Rotate over to the left side. Forward fold, eagle arms. Feel free to hover, 3 breaths here. And back onto our chair, lifting up, bringing it forward. Now we're going to take that right leg over our left leg. Some of you may be able to do eagle legs. That is not happening for me, but it basically means wrapping your ankle around so that you're able to stack your ankles on top of each other too. Lifting up, we're going to reach over, and we're in a nice tight eagle pose. All of our joints kind of coming together here, and squeeze, 3 breaths here. And we're coming on up. Take it over to the right. Forward fold. Holding here, 3 breaths. Squeezing your knees. And coming on up. Rotate over to the left. Forward fold. Facing side. 3 breaths here. Think about really stacking those knees and joints and everything up. And core is in tight, bring it on up. Hands coming to the center. Arching back, fingertips come up. Remember, core is in nice and tight. Holding wherever you feel that gentle stretch for 3 breaths. Inhale. Pulling the belly button into the spine first. Don't use the lower back. Use that core. Nice. Coming through here, we're going to give ourselves a hug. Release. Let all of that good blood flow come back to the arms. We're going to grab a hold of that right calf. Pull it in nice and tight with our interlaced fingers. Option here, grab our leg from behind. Option here is nice tight core, belly button to spine, scooped in. You can lay against the back of the chair or not, depending on how much you want to be able to engage those abdominals. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Rotate. Everything outward. 3 times. Everything inward. Now, keep your foot going in and switch your hands and see what happens. Always a toughie. Okay, coming back down, just a little brain exercises. Now we're going to come back up. Inhale. Coming to a T. Exhale, pressing it down. Left arm over right. Giving ourselves a big, big hug here. Shoulders want to come up, but we're going to press them down. And then we're going to lift the elbows up, bring the backs of the hands together. Maybe you interlace or maybe you stay in your hug pose. Big breath in, and as we exhale, we're forward folding. Core is in tight. Hover if you want to. 3 breaths here. And returning back to the chair. We're slowly lifting up. Core is in tight as we bring our fingertips toward the ceiling. Hold wherever you feel your core is engaged. And 3 breaths, inhale. Again, belly button to spine as we pull ourselves back up. And now we're going to turn our body toward the right, forward fold over, option to hover, 3 breaths. Here we go. And we're going to return to the chair, belly button in tight, coming on up, still facing the right side. Now we're going to rotate over to the left with a nice long spine, forward fold over, and we've got elbows on the knees. Inhale, 3 breaths here. Returning to our chair, coming on up, and coming to center. We're going to take our left leg over our right, trying to really squeeze in. If you can, wrap that ankle around for full eagle pose. Go for it. Inhale, up and over, flat back, stacking up all those joints, wrists, elbows, knees, ankles. 3 breaths here. And engage your core first. Come on up. Turning toward the right side. Folding over, forward fold. 3 breaths here. Inhale. And core in tight, coming up, squeezing those knees together, nice posture, shoulders are pressed down, forward fold facing the left side, inhale, 3 breaths. And coming on up, coming center. Fingertips up, arching back. Find that spot and hold for 3 breaths. Inhale. Coming on up. Core is in tight. We're going to release those eagle arms, coming through our hug. Let all that nice new blood flow come back into the arms. We're going to grab a hold of that left leg, interlace, bring it in tight. Option here to grab from behind the leg, straightening out one arm, maybe you straighten the other arm, maybe you straighten your leg. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If your back is not on the back of the chair, that's going to work more of your abdominals, so that is up to you. Now we're going to rotate outward. Rotate inward. Ooh, crack. And then here we go. Keeping one thing going one way, and the other thing is going the other way. Trying to get your brain to do a bunch of different stuff at once. And we're down. Inhale, up. We're gonna forward fold over. Feet are gonna come a little closer to like the chair distance apart. Feel free to hover here. And we're gonna lift off for 5 breaths. Here we go. Inhale. Go ahead and come on up to a standing. And we're gonna have those feet be a little bit wider than the chair distance apart. Taking those right toes about 45 degrees. Left toes are gonna go toward the left side. If you're on a mat or you have some sticky socks, that would be good. We're gonna go through the warrior series. Our inhale up into warrior one. So hips should be square to the left side. Holding here and breathing. And now take that right hand to the back of the right leg and lift up, looking up. Now swimming toward the left, but our left hand's gonna hit on our hip. Right hand reaches up, a little bit of a twist. And then backstroke, coming to the front for warrior two. Reaching out, finding the top of that leg and reaching over. Side angle. My feet are slipping, so I'm not gonna, should have brought a mat in here. And bring that hand around option. Bring it back up. Reverse out. Come back to warrior two. Then we're gonna straighten that left leg, kick the right hip out, reach out, triangle pose. Hands come to 6 and 12. And then lifting up, we're going to reverse that triangle. Alrighty, toes coming to the front. So feel free, these are the worst slippy, grippy socks ever. Feel free to rewind and do that whole warrior series 5 times if you want to. I just can't make it with these socks. Okay, we're gonna interlace. You can keep them right here or kick them back. Forward fold over, as much or as little bend in your knees. That's going to pretty much dictate how much of your hamstring is stretching here. One more breath. And we're gonna slowly come up, chin to chest so that you don't get a head rush. Very slowly, hands returning to our lower back. And then you can undo the interlace. Shake it out. We're gonna do our warrior series to the right. So left toes are 45 degrees, right toes are heading this way. This can also be done in your chair, which I might do on this side because I'm slipping everywhere. So this is how it's done in the chair. Warrior one. Here we are. Ready, we're gonna take that left hand to the back of the left thigh, look up. Now we're gonna swim toward this right side. Right hand's gonna land on our hip, left hand up and reaching, twist. Backstroke into warrior two. So now our hips are square to the front. Reach those right fingertips out. Forearm on the thigh, right above the knee. Sending that arm over, side angle. Option here, take that left hand up, reverse it, rotate it, drop it behind your lower back. Maybe you find the top of your leg. And look over that shoulder. A nice peel and stretch for the front of that shoulder. Reverse it out. Coming down, we're gonna come back up into warrior two, straighten and kick out. So now we're going into triangle pose. So straighten that leg, kick the other hip out, reach out. If you are still in your chair, no problem. You're gonna go into triangle pose. And then we're gonna force the triangle. And as we come forward, we're going to take those hands behind the lower back. If we're doing it in our chair, we're going to be able to lift ourselves up a little bit, only if you want to, or just stay in the chair. 3 breaths here. And slowly coming up, chin to chest. Head is the last thing to come up. Awesome. We're going to stand up, walk ourselves over to the side of our chair. We're going to do our warrior 3. So, left foot comes back, stand on the toes, left arm is up. We're going to tip over like one of those birds going into water. Oop. I have the extra bonus of being able to hold onto the wall, but normally you wouldn't. Okay, so 3 breaths here, warrior 3. Feel free to play with the balance or not. Hands are going to come to the base of your chair. Get to know your chair so you don't put a whole bunch of weight somewhere that it does not like that to be. And we're going to go ahead and you can go to forearms or stand your arms. We're going to open up, half moon pose. 3 breaths here. Inhale. And close that book back up. Grab a hold of that chair. 3 tricep push-ups. Now let's do 5. Here we go. Down and up, or just hold that plank, one-legged plank, down and up. That's 2. This is 3 and 4 and 5. Bringing that left foot down, right foot comes back to meet it, and we're going to do downward facing dog here, dropping our head between our arms, and think about chin to chest, and then looking up like we're doing a very slow yes. Chin to chest, then kind of we look up, loosening up those neck muscles. Cervical vertebrae. Now a slow shake, no. We're going to take our right hand outside the left leg. Looking underneath, stretching, 3 breaths here. And other side. Left hand outside the right leg. And bringing that hand in. We're going to come forward into our plank pose. Option for a little mini push-up here. Back to plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bring 3 of those. That's 1. Next one. Plank. Push up. Plank. Up dog. Down dog. That's 2. Plank. Up. Oops, I forgot push up. Plank. Push up. Up dog. Plank. Down dog. Walk those feet in, curl up that back like a suitcase, chin to chest, rolling up. Pigeon pose. Take that foot facing the back. Left arm is up. Reach over. You're on the pinky side of your foot. You can bend that bottom knee if you want to get deeper. Hold here for 3 breaths. Inhale. And slowly lifting up. Come back to the front. We're going to go into our tree pose. Your foot can be below your knee, above your knee, wherever it wants to sit. Core is in tight. Feel free to use the chair or a nearby wall. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Fallen tree. I like to use the chair for this one, but you can for sure just balance it too. And coming on up, let's bring that knee forward and down. Dancer pose. This can be just on the ground or bringing the foot up or bringing the knee up on the chair. This is the first time I've done it on this chair. So I'm going to use the wall too. Anyway, you're going to grab a hold if you want. Balance this for 3 breaths or keep your leg on the chair. Inhale. Now, as we reverse out, make sure you've got a hold of things and we don't slingshot our foot. So using our core, we release that nice and slow. Bringing it down, walking over to the other side. Right foot is back, right arm is up, warrior 3. Tipping over like a bird, a dipping bird into the little cup of liquid, whatever that liquid is. 3 breaths here. Half moon pose. Go ahead and take either forearm or arm to the chair. Opening up to the front. 3 breaths. Inhale. Folding up like a book, coming down. 5 tricep push-ups or hold that one-legged plank. That's 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Bringing that leg down, pulling back into our downward facing dog. Head is dropping through, chin to chest. Then bring it out. Chin to chest. Bring it out. Now shake it no. Toward the front, toward the back. Front, back. Left arm outside the right leg. 3 breaths. Other side. Right arm outside the left leg. 3 breaths. Nice. Coming forward into our plank. Optional mini push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Coming forward, plank. Mini push-up. You can do a real one if you want. Downward facing dog. So that's plank, little push-up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Walking those feet in toward your chair, curling up our back. Keep coming up, pinky side of the right foot on the chair. Pigeon pose, left hand up, reaching over, find that stretch, bend the knee if you want to get a little deeper. 3 breaths here. Coming on up and out of that. Bringing that right foot down. Facing front, tree pose. Left foot is up. Core is tight. 3 breaths here. as much as a little chair as you need. Fallen tree. Bringing it up, dancer pose. Left foot comes onto the chair or knee, or you can grab a hold of that foot. Depends on whatever your dancer pose is today. And we're going to hold this for 3 breaths. Inhale. And slowly lower. Remember not to slingshot your foot. Let it go down nice and easy. Excellent. All right, we're going to walk around to the front of the chair. We're going to sit down in 5 breaths. Sit whenever you need to. Inhale up. Squeezing those knees together, squeezing the feet together. Slowly lowering down like an elevator. 5 breaths. 1. And come all the way down. Awesome. Boat pose. Tips of the toes. Feel free, depending on your chair, where you want to hold on to. Lift up those feet, either just right off the ground or up a little higher. You do try to hover above the back of your chair so you're engaging more of your abdominals. And we're going to do 3 sets of this. So pace yourself. Inhale. Then slowly lower down, bridge pose. Grab whatever piece of the chair you want, and the first set, just look up. Second set, boat pose. Bring those feet in. Bring it up. Maybe you come a little higher this time. Hold 3 breaths. And then we lower. And this time, if you've got some grip on the floor, you're going to push your hips up as well for our bridge pose second set. Returning slowly back to the chair. Boat pose, final set. We're going to lift up. And option here, straighten those legs and hold. And slowly down to the ground. Last set, bridge pose. Fingertips gonna be facing in. Lift it up. Option, take that right foot out and kick it over into a 4 shape. And bringing that right foot back to the ground. Left foot, kick it out into a 4 shape. I don't want to kick the closet, so I'm not gonna do it. And bring her on down. Whee! Awesome job, everybody. If you're in Southern California, come take the class in person at the East Whittier YMCA. Inhale up. Lift, 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 lift. Hold everything in the exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Lift, hold, exhale everything. I lied. Last one. Grab it. Exhale. Now a nice, slow, easy breath up. Hands come together. Exhale. Thank you for sharing this time. Hope to see you at the live class. We have a lot of fun. Namaste.